instead of cheating, why not marry another wife? A certain former Anglican priest who resigned to start a movement in support of polygamy has announced his decision to return to the church. Lotana Owuchukwu is his name. In September, he had stunned many Christian faithful when he announced his resignation as a priest in the church. He had claimed that polygamy was not a sin and that it was God's ordained arrangement. He had argued that God desired men to marry more than one wife instead of having sexual affairs with another man's wife or a woman they were not married to. So I want to read exactly what he said, how he said it. He even made reference to them as being, what's the word now? Side chicks, yes. He made reference to that. So he claimed that the church had hidden the information from members for a long time, and it was high time the people were told the truth about polygamy. He went on to urge men to marry their side chicks. Marry their side chicks. Go ahead, marry your side chicks to escape hellfire. And then he made a U-turn. On Tuesday, he said his resignation and support for polygamy followed his misinterpretation of the revelations he received on the divine movement for sexual purity. And he went on to declare that he hereby withdraws his humble self from propagation of the polygamy movement and plead with everyone to jettison all that he had said so far in this movement. He said that he has fully backed off and is fully back to the church and promised not to speak or work against the sound and godly doctrines of his church. Now, the surprising thing is that over 200 people were willing to join his movement. They were so convinced, over 200 persons. They said they had indicated their interest to join him in starting up the church in support of polygamy, while also stressing the fact that some people may have been disappointed in him, but after all said and done, he is sure sorry. Now, for 200 people to have, showed support and are willing to join his movement, 200 we would say is just a percent. How many more people who are willingly, sharing his perspective and who think that there is a lot of sense in what this former priest is saying? What is more honorable? Which is more honorable? Going outside and hiding from the public or hiding from your spouse to cheat, as opposed to bringing the spouse home and saying, my dear wife, you know what? I think it is more honorable for me to marry another woman so that the day I get tired of you, I can go and fulfill my urge with this other woman. So I'm going to pay her bride price. It's going to even be more cost effective, because whenever I go outside with her, I probably may have to spend money paying for a hotel room, sponsoring one thing or the other, buying her hair, paying house rent for her, doing this and that, just to keep it going. But when I bring her home, I only would spend a token to marry her properly, and she'll be at home. You actually see the woman that I'm sharing you with. So I think it's far more honorable that way. But then again, will polygamy indeed be a better option and put an end to infidelity? No more heartbreaks and breakfast serving. Everybody at some point begins to embrace it and they wouldn't see anything wrong with it anymore. And before you know it, we will all be okay and all right with it. As long as you can take care of as many women as possible, you can provide for them, and you're not going to do it with anyone else, we're cool. We're certainly cool. 070-0923 0923 070-0923 is the smart number to call. And if you want to send a message, please do send it to the WhatsApp number. It is 0809 030-6416. Do me a favor, do not call the WhatsApp number, only send your messages to the WhatsApp number. And then call the number, but remember to turn down the volume of your radio set. We're live on Twitter at Nigerian for PH, and Facebook page remains Nigerian for 90.3 PH. Nigerian for good afternoon. I'm so sorry we lost that call. Please do well to call back. Once again, 070 0923 0923 070 0923 0923. Is polygamy the best substitute for infidelity? Would it be better for us to all embrace the idea of a man having as many wives as possible, as opposed to having as many side chicks as possible? After all, was it Solomon who had 300 wives and 700 concubines? Nigerian for good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Marlon.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My name is Chief Comrade. I am the
Compliments of the season to you too.
For me, man who is going into polygamy, he is putting his life into a very big risk.
Why?
He is putting himself into untimely death. My dear sister, when you have a side chick, you don't have peace of mind. The days of our forefathers, yes, they married 3 or 4. Those days, women did not earn about 35% affirmation. Whichever way you place them, they are contented with it. But today, the woman will tell you that this is what she needs. And what if you cannot afford it? You begin to think here and there. Begin to give yourself heart attack. For me, forget about, stay with the woman you have gotten. Let God provide for you to take care of the family. I'm not about side chick or marrying another woman so that if you bring it to your wife, so that your wife will know that if you cannot go to her, you go to this one. No, I don't believe in it. Thank you and God bless you.
I just remembered something, but I'm not gonna say it. Nigerian for good afternoon to you. Welcome to the sunny side.
Good afternoon, Dede.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead.
Dinke Daniel Imogeto Zako.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
First answer to your question is capital N-O. No. Yes. You said it all. Solomon, after how many wives, how many concubines? Let me tell you, my sister, or any other person listening to me, polygamy, immediately you get 1, get 2. Even that will now make open doors for you to begin to look more. If that will have stopped it, you have said it all. Solomon thought that will have made him, to satisfy him. So the first answer to your question is capital no. Instead of you stopping it, it opens door for the person to continue. Endless.
Okay, but then again, hold on. Are you saying that there is no benefit at all to polygamy? Really?
There's no polygamy. There's no, what did they say? What?
Benefits.
No benefit. It is only the person giving out the money that you would have used in taking care of your immediate family and just living a life that, yes, I like the analogy that you gave concerning Solomon. That ends it all. There is nothing more than that.
See, let's be realistic here. I wish I could have my fellow women call. My fellow women, so yeah, where are you? Come out. This matter concerns us. Now let's look at polygamy as a word. It's not only hinged on the man to, take another wife. A woman can actually say, you know what? I don't want to cheat on you, my darling husband. It's literally a practice or custom of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. I don't want to. I love you. I like you. Okay, we are married. Yes. But there's this thing in me that's like, this will push me like this. I'll be going outside. So there's one guy in my office now that I'm eyeing. He's very fine, broad chest, nice, tall, dark and handsome, 50-50, no, 6 packs. Yes, that's what they call it. And I think I like him. So I don't want to cheat on you. So you don't come out and say, you know what, I have cheated on you, my darling husband. This is what was going to happen. Allow me. Let me marry this other man and bring... Let me marry this other man and add so that we know that I have 2 husbands. So that when today it's you, I probably will do a roaster. Today it's you, tomorrow it's this other guy. If I go out again and I probably see somebody at the shopping mall that is appealing to me, rather than you say I have cheated on you, I shall just marry him. Let's also just marry and just you too. When you say that there's one girl that is shaking your head, don't go outside. Don't go and do side chick. Bring her home. Let me see her. In short, I will join you. We will go and marry this other lady, and we will bring her home, so that I know that this is the person I'm contending with. Because it's easier for me when I know that this is the woman, and we share you. It's known to the world. Oh, see Mazi Okechukwu's second wife here. As opposed to, see Mazi Okechukwu side chick. It's more like you are staining my white. So stop staining my white. Let's also have this thing together. Is it a better substitute? Would it help? Really, like I said, hearts are getting broken. Not everybody can deal with the emotion of knowing that they have to share their partner with someone else. Worse still, someone younger. I don't get to see you. The children don't get to see you. The family is literally falling apart. And this is because you have another woman out there. So let's just make this whole thing more sane, as it were, and agree to the polygamy thing as a substitute for infidelity. If maybe it will help to balance the world, because we all keep saying that this life, no balance. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the sunny side.
Mr. Zion, good afternoon to you.
Mr. Zion, you're welcome. I have another wife for you. Will you collect?
No, it's not yet time for me to collect.
Oh,
that has been a conversation in my house.
Oh,
whenever
wow.
you want to take a second wife, let me know.
That's what your wife is telling you?
Yes.
So she's already open to the idea?
See, I am a promoter, a believer, an advocate for polygamy. But I have made up my mind to marry just one.
Okay.
For some reasons. For now. Underline that. For now. The truth is this. People have a misunderstanding or misconception about this thing they call polygamy. They don't understand what it is.
Okay, can you make us understand what it is?
It is the church that brought this fake news to our people. Polygamy is a sin. It's bad. It's destroying people. It's a lie. Our fathers, some of them got married to 10 wives. No problem. They didn't hear their voice in the community. They lived together in harmony. Our fathers lived long. 80, 100, 50, 120. Our fathers lived long here on earth. But when the church came with this fake news, our brothers started getting married to one wife. 46, they don't die.
Wait. I don't know, but the narrative I keep hearing is that polygamy had ended some people's lives earlier. That's the narrative I keep hearing. Because the children of this wife is fighting the children of the other wife. This one is poisoning this one. This one is going to do juju. This one is making this one not to progress. This one is making this one's daughters not to get married. And
that was when the church brought in the lies. Now they started living in the lies. We started having this problem.
Are you serious?
See, polygamy is a symbol of wealth.
It's a symbol of wealth.
It's a symbol of a generous man.
Whoa.
It's a symbol of an educated man.
Interesting.
It's a symbol that makes you prominent. The Solomon we talked about, most of those wives he got married to were gifts they brought to him. Take my daughter as a gift. Because of this puzzle you saw in our kindred. Take this, my daughter, as your wife, so that there could be a peace and a reconciliation among us. The truth is this. this age, when we talk about polygamy, the people that venture it on cannot even feed themselves. And let us be honest, no matter how the millions a woman may have, she still needs that man's ₦1 once a while. Surprise her with a gift. And I want to encourage every man to do that. Even if you don't get money, surprise her with a gift. Even in an apple, buy am. My wife, thank you.
Okay. So hold on, Mr. Zan. You said so many things. Now let me ask you. The same wife at home that is saying whenever you're ready to take another wife, tell me. Are you also going to be willing to accept when she says, I am ready to take another husband? Would you be willing?
It's absurd.
Why?
To try that.
Why?
There is one mistake we always make in this life. And it is this present feminism struggle that is bringing it. If man can do this, woman too can do this. I want to ask a question. I can allow my 80-year-old father or grandfather in the village, even in Port Harcourt here, to marry a 16-year-old girl or 18 years and 20 years old girl.
Okay.
Will you allow your grandmother to marry a 20-year-old boy? Will you allow your 20-year-old boy to marry a girl? You're laughing now. Okay, you're laughing now. To say that comparing a man and a woman is very wrong.
It's okay.
So
but I'm saying that if we are going by the definition of polygamy, it allows for both man and woman. It's not restricted to only the man.
No, it's restricted to men alone.
Check your dictionary. Check your dictionary. Define polygamy.
This is not a modern dictionary are reading for us.
Oh my God. It's the sunny side, and it's really sunny down here. Nigerian folk, good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. The sun, they shine outside.
They shine well.
My name is Eric Gift, reaching you from the top road.
Eric Gift, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. Polygamy. I've always said that what is good for Tamna should be good for Dokubo. So if the man can take, why can't the woman take also, or taking?
Mr. Zion said feminism is the problem.
Well, the thing is this. Yes, like he said, it's absurd. It's not on this side of the divide.
Okay.
I'm talking about the setup.
Okay.
But looking at it, vis-a-vis the realities on the ground. Because if you tell me that because I want to stop side chicken, I decide to marry every time now the Kubawa I see and say, who will enter my eye. That means my wife will decide that she will help me to go marry. Time go down where she will say she don't get fatigue for traveling. Because when I go out and I see the one will enter my eye, that's what if I go marry that one. So as far as I'm concerned, that will not stop men who want to side chick from side chicking. There's no two ways about it. For me, I see it as a personal thing. It depends on your principle. If you want to maintain your wife and then you maintain yourself without a side chick or chicken or chicks, I mean, you can do that. It depends on the individual. But when you want to convince me that polygamy will stop men or those men who believe say if they don't get or eat from side or from the other the table, they never chop belly food. It will not stop. Rather, it will open doors. And just like Mr. T.K. Daniel said earlier, for me, there is no benefit in polygamy. This is my personal opinion here because I am a product of, of that factory. So for me, I believe that it is the negatives far outweigh the positives. Yes, our fathers might have been able to, sorry, our forefathers or grandfathers, because my own father, my late father, no fit managing on well. Let me put it that way. So it then means there is no benefit as far as I'm concerned. Mike, you not convince me, just like you said, this one go take and say now, they are what a wife. And that's why most of these people from the right side of the divide, those ones where they say that they see tomorrow, they use especially polygamous homes to tell you lies just to pack money from you. Because the next thing they will tell you say that your stepmother. Meanwhile, your stepmother herself sometimes don't even know anything. Just like they blame the devil for everything. When sometimes devil don't send anybody a message.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. You know, when he was talking, I just remember the scriptures, the holy book, Proverbs 9 verse 17. You know what that scripture says? I'll tell you. Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. You know what it means? You know, it refers to the adulterous intercourse, that the thrill, or is it the vibe? Not the Sunday vibe now. The vibe that people get from doing these things in secret is far sweeter than when you now come out openly to declare, hear me, hear me. No, is it? No. Hear he. Behold, I, so and so from so clan, I have chosen to take for myself 2 more wives in addition to the wife I have. Behold, the name of this one, Ada, the name of the other one, Chioma. Henceforth, regard them as my wives. Henceforth, accord them the same respect as you were accord my first wife, Amarachi. Henceforth, they are entitled to all the benefits that come with being my wife. And you now carry them along and you say, I do a roster. Today, I will eat from you. Tomorrow, I eat from you. Next tomorrow, you cook for me. The other tomorrow, you cook for me. Is it the same kind of feel as opposed to when I'm coming and you just go and you go and meet her in secret, in one secret place like this? People just meet. You have your rendezvous and you come back and nobody knows until somebody sees you and now comes to make problems. Say, I saw you. Say, please don't tell my wife. Please don't tell my wife. Nigeria Info, good afternoon. Can I to this side?
Yeah, good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon, my brother. Go ahead.
Oh, wonderful. I'm Patrick, calling from Electric.
Patrick, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm so proud of this event.
Okay. Why?
Hey, it's not that I'm merit and demerit.
Okay.
The white man weighs both and no one favors. We say polygamy is after I'm a product of polygamy. I tell you, God, I spend more time with my wife, she's clear and me. I'm with my mother. Engineer, it's God, I'm okay. So you're many of the great to call the man wife. So then they because they cannot go. So these things, I don't know what people are talking about. Many even in the government, the citizens are seeing over paper. They are not okay, not know that question. These questions around the government to make people stronger. This mother don't want his children to they you. This one continue to siblings don't have this community that you want, my brother. They are my first those days to everything. And so that they took fight of the head very and easy on it. So if you're not going to move, I'm not getting out. I'll be the way get where they are going. They are in the club. Before the Catholic game go with the house. Those days are more than you know what you think of it? Let me tell you myself. How many guests me get to the young village man? How many people without camp?
Okay, see, let us call them, sorry, but some of these married men, death helpers. And for most of them, they desire to have their own man. They desire to have their own man. Some of you give them the option of marrying same men that are taking from us, sponsoring them. But you know, we want our own man. Mr. Patrick, what breeds the jealousy that causes the strife or the scramble
They're going to have now bucket they to control the violence, but they are not going to bring America in Nigeria where people with the petroleum. So that people will tell you, yeah, I need this, I need this. So that is not that. That is fast by cheap. So look at if you have one cheap, it will not be enough for the many words of the marriage. So you know how highly most girls today, most ladies are dating married men. Is that not worse than polygamy? You know better you remove them to that little market and give them a future.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So jealousy.
To me, polygamy, it depends on, I'm not saying people should go to polygamy. David was a polygamous man. When he committed adultery, God said, if you had needed more wife, I would have given you. Go and read it. All if you want to not say he's a testament, he's God, a partial God. If you don't know the kind of person, you have to say promiscuity individuals. You have to remove all these guys that are becoming pastors.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. The jealousy is as a result of scramble for limited resources. Do you agree? Anyway, if you're just joining us, it is the Sunny Side, your number one station for Talk 90.3 Nigeria Info FM. I am Denise Eniswalu, and for the past roughly 20-something minutes, we've been talking. Is polygamy the best substitute for infidelity? Instead of cheating, why not marry the person? You know, you give the person more dignity. It's a different fight when you are saying, leave my husband alone, you shameless. Leave my husband alone, than he's my husband too. He's not only your husband, he's my husband too. Stop telling me I'm not leaving
Welcome
alone.
back to the show. This is Nigeria Info.
Okay, so he's my husband too. He's our husband. He's all of us husband. So you know, you save yourself the drama of going to fight another woman. You just have to live with the reality that for some reason your partner desires someone else, and to make it more dignified and more honorable and prevent them from going to hellfire, let us have everybody come together under one roof and let us know ourselves. Hi, I'm Denise, you know, the first wife of Mr. Kunkwa. You say, oh, I'm Chinaye. You know, he just married me, you know. That's how we do. That's it. Now, while we're having this conversation, is it appropriate to call him an ex-Anglican priest or a former Anglican priest, Lotana Abuchukwu, resigned from the priesthood to start a movement in support of polygamy. And then he comes back to announce his decision to return to the church. Now, in September, when he took that decision to support polygamy, he stunned many Christian faithfuls. He claimed that polygamy was not a sin and that it was God's ordained arrangement. He had argued that God desired men to marry more than one wife instead of having sexual affairs with another man's wife or a woman they were not married to. Yes, so it's a sin when you have to go outside, but it's not a sin, and you will not go to hellfire when you marry the other person. He also claimed that the church had hidden the information from members for a long time, and that it was high time the people were told the truth about polygamy. And then he went on to urge men to marry their side chicks to escape hellfire. Now he comes back on Tuesday to say, his resignation and support for polygamy followed his misinterpretation of the revelations he received on divine movement for sexual purity. And he says that he hereby withdraws himself from propagation of polygamy movement and pleads with everyone to jettison all he had said so far on the movement, and he has fully backed off, and he's fully back to the church and promised not to speak or walk against the sound and godly doctrines of his church. Now, while he was on and on with this polygamy movement, it would interest you to know that over 200 persons had indicated their interest to join him in starting up the church in support of polygamy. Yeah, he has gone back to the priesthood, and he was saying something about giving him some conditions to fulfill for his full acceptance back to the priesthood. So he's repented of all that he had said, and he says no more to polygamy. But to be completely honest, if we weigh our options, if we look at this critically, between moving around, becoming a community, there's a name they call it, sharing your body with several women and spending a lot more outside and trying to hide it, keep it secret because you don't want to hurt your partner. And then coming all out to say, you know what, I want to take another wife, I want to take another husband. Which is preferable? If we're trying to say we want to fight infidelity or cheating, as some persons will call it. We'll go on the news break. When we come back, conversation continues. Just stay tuned. But Atiku's camp has warned that it will cost them their political careers. Makinde is trending. Governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, who is also a member of the G5, is trending as his supporters campaign and preach on why he should be voted in for a second term. Peter Obi is also trending. This day election projections has put Peter Obi behind the likes of Atiku and Tinubu in the presidential race. Many are reacting to this on social media, including Peter Obi, calling it a figment of the imagination of this day's staff. Also trending is Akin Osutokun. His announcement as the new DG of the Obidati Campaign Council has got tongues wagging. Many on social media are singing his praises and are saying he is a great pick. And finally, Port Harcourt is trending. Dandizi, popularly known for his freestyle rap pattern, tweeted about Port Harcourt being more habitable than Lagos. This started a debate between residents of both states. Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is your voice. My name is Denise Aneswalu, saying good afternoon once again, and thanks for listening. The Sunny Side continues after this. To stay tuned to us.